and Transportation.
There's a motion to refer item number 7 to the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Transportation. Is there any objection? I see the motion is carried.
Item number 8, first endorsement of Mr. Romeo S. Bagay, Officer in Charge, Manila Barangay Bureau, relative to Barangay Ordinance number 3, Series of 2019 of Barangay 473, Zone 47, District 4, Manila, entitled Creating the Barangay 473 Zone 47 Parking and Development Plan, requesting for its review as per basic papers.
Your Honor, I move that we refer item number 8 to the Committee on Barangay Affairs as the lead committee and to the Committee on Transportation.
There's a motion to refer item number 8 to the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Transportation. Is there any objection? I see none. Motion is carried. Next.
Item number 9, first endorsement of Mr. Romeo S. Bagay, Officer in Charge, Manila Barangay Bureau, relative to Barangay Ordinance number 2, Series of 2019 of Barangay 505, Zone 50, District 4, Manila, entitled A Barangay Ordinance for the Implementation of a One-Side, One-Direction Orderly Parking Scheme, requesting for review as per basic papers.
Your Honor, I move that we refer item number 9 to the Committee on Barangay Affairs and as the lead committee and to the Committee on Transportation.
There's a motion to refer item number 9 to the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Transportation. Is there any objection? I see none. Motion is carried. Next.
Item number 10, first endorsement of Mr. Romeo S. Bagay, Officer in Charge, Manila Barangay Bureau, relative to Barangay Ordinance number 1, Series of 2019 of Barangay 577, Zone 56, District 4, Manila, entitled Ordinance Providing for One-Side Parking on Certain Streets in Barangay 577, Zone 56, District 4, Sampaloc, Manila, requesting for review as per basic papers.
Your Honor, I move that we refer item number 10 to the Committee on Barangay Affairs as the lead committee and to the Committee on Transportation.
There's a motion to refer item number 10 to the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Transportation. Is there any objection? I see none. Motion is carried. We go back to item number 1.
Your Honor, we will now tackle item number 1. Before we recognize the principal author, may I request the Secretary to please read the resolution.
Mr. Secretary. May kopya? Number 1.
Resolution commending Rafi Rosas, a volunteer tanod of Barangay 649, Zone 68, District 5, Manila, for his act of heroism and in saving the life of a baby who was in grave danger during the fire incident last February 4, 2020 at the Playa area in Baseco, Manila. Whereas on February 4, 2020 at around 10 o'clock in the evening, a fire broke at a Playa area in Baseco, District 5, Manila. Whereas Rafi Rosas, a volunteer tanod of Barangay 649, Zone 68, who was on duty and conducting a routine inspection at that time, received a distress call from Barangay Chairman Diana Espinosa regarding the reported fire incident in a Playa area. Whereas Rafi Rosas immediately went to the place of incident. Upon arrival and while trying to search for signs of life, he heard someone crying. He then immediately located where the voice was coming from and thereafter saw a helpless baby girl. Without hesitation, he took the baby girl out of fire and saved her from being burned. Whereas the heroic act displayed by the volunteer tanod truly deserves commendation after he risked his life and limb to save a human life from the grave danger. Whereas the City Council of Manila hereby recognizes with great respect and admiration with such heroic life worthy of emulation. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of Manila to commend as it hereby commends Rafi Rosas, a volunteer tanod of Barangay 649, Zone 68, District 5, Manila, for his act of heroism in saving the life of a baby who was in grave danger during the fire incident last February 4, 2020.
Your Honor, may I request the Honorable Principal Author, Councilor Erwin Cheng, to be recognized by the Chair.
Councilor Erwin Cheng, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Ito pong resolution na to ay binibigay natin po pagbibigay po kay Rafi Rojas. Isa po siya sa mga hero ng recent na sunog sa Baseco na nakaapekto ho ng around 1,200 families. So, Madam Presiding Officer, may I also request that my fellow councilors from District 5 be also made co-authors to said resolution.
Please take note of the manifestation of Councilor Tieng. With that, wala naman ho. Magtatanong po kayo, Konsehal.
Your Honor, I move that we open the period of discussion and debate.
There's a motion to open the period of discussion and debate. Is there any objection? I see that motion is carried. Councilor Ricky Boy Isip Jr.
Maraming salamat po, Madam Presiding Officer. At nais ko lamang pong i-manifest na nararapat lamang pong bigyan ng pagkilala po si Mr. Rafi Rojas. Alam niyo po, hindi ho, kung buhay po ng anak po natin, susugal po tayo para mailigtas. Napakadali po sigurong gawin at maluwag po sa ating puso. Pero kung bilang isang volunteer po ng tanod at susugal ka ang buhay mo upang iligtas ang ibang tao, isang act of heroism po ito na dapat po talaga kinikilala upang mabigyan ng parangal po kahit sa simpleng resolution po na kinikilala po ang isang kabayanihan po ng isang tao. At ako po ay nagpapasalamat na rin po na meron tayong mga taong ganito sa lugar natin sa Baseco sapagkat sa mahabang panahon po, lagi na lang kung iba ang kaisipan na tumatakbo po sa ating pag sinabi pong lugar na Baseco. Kaya nga po ang ating alkalde, nung nakaraan na minsan ay dumalaw po siya doon na meron po naganap na krimen na binaril po yung isang tindero. Ang utos po ni Mayor, siguraduhin linisin ng kapulisan ang lugar ng Baseco para yung dungis na binahid po sa lugar na ito ay patuloy na mabago po at umunlad na patuloy po ang lugar ng Baseco. Kaya yung commendation po na ibibigay natin ng City Council kay Rafi Rojas ay isang patunay po na maraming mabubuting tao na nakatira po sa lugar ng Baseco. Yun lamang po, Your Honor. Maraming salamat po.
With that, Councilor Rubiloso.
Maraming salamat po, Ginang Tagapangulo. Hindi po ako taga 5 distrito, pero ako po'y nakikiisa sa komendasyon na ito. Sa panahon ng ating mahal na Mayor Isko Dumagoso at sa ating butihing Vice Mayor Hani Lacuna, ang dapat parangalan ay pararangalan, ang dapat parusahan ay parurusahan. Kaya't ito po ay napakagandang gesture na ang paggawa ng mabuti ay patataasin at ang gumagawa ng mga masama ay ibabagsak. So ako po ay humihiling din na ako'y mapasama bilang author ng resolution to. Ikaw magsabi.
Please take note of the manifestation of Councilor Rubiloso. With that, Councilor Joel Chua.
With that, Your Honor, I move that we close the period of discussion and debate.
There's a motion to close the period of discussion and debate. Is there any objection? I see none. Motion is carried.
Your Honor, I move that we dispense with the period of amendment.
There's a motion to dispense with the period of amendments. Is there any objection? I see none. Motion is carried.
Your Honor, I move that we approve the resolution commending Rafi Rosas, a volunteer tanod of Barangay 649, Zone 68, District 5, Manila, for his act of heroism in saving the life of a baby who was in grave danger during the fire incident last February 4, 2020 at a playa area in Baseco, Manila.
There's a motion presented by the Majority Floor Leader to approve a resolution commending Rafi Rosas, a volunteer tanod of Barangay 649, Zone 68, District 5, Manila, for his act of heroism in saving the life of a baby who was in great danger during the fire incident last February 4, 2020 at the Playa area, Paseco, Manila. Is there any second to the motion? Seconded by Councilor Fajardo, Junicio Alfonso, Huson, Ong, Lacson, Tan, Edward, Benaventura, Quimpo, Nieto Rodriguez, Luisito Chua, Villanueva, Tieng, Yupanco, Borromeo, Isip, Reyes Ortega, Lacuna Salvador Philip, Veloso, and Castañeda. Is there any objection? I see none. Said resolution is now approved. Next.
1 minute recess, Your Honor.
Recess is declared by the chair.
We are now, I move that we tackle item number 2, draft resolution number 6512, resolution authorizing the city government of Manila, represented by the city mayor, Honorable Francisco Isko Moreno Domagoso, to enter into and to sign a memorandum of agreement advantageous to the city with the Department of Environment and Natural Resources Environmental Management Bureau, National Capital Region, EMB-NCR, for the establishment of an air quality monitoring station at the Mehan Garden as per basic papers. Your Honor, may I request the Secretary to please read the content of the said resolution.
Mr. Secretary.
Whereas on 7 February 2020, Mr. Kenneth G. Amurao, officer in charge of the Department of Public Services, submitted a letter requesting for the enactment of a City Council resolution authorizing the City of Manila, represented by the City Mayor Honorable Francisco Isko Moreno Domagoso, to enter into and to sign a memorandum of agreement advantageous to the city with the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, Environmental Management Bureau, National Capital Region, or EMB-NCR, for the establishment of an air quality monitoring station at the Mehan Garden. Whereas the installation and operation of air quality monitoring equipment for particulate matter and gases in Metro Manila with the use of CAMS is in compliance with the Clean Air Act of 1999, or RA's 8749, specifically Section 8B, Air Quality Action Plan of the law, which requires the establishment and operation of appropriate devices, methods, systems, and procedures necessary to monitor, compile, and analyze data on ambient air quality. Whereas as recommended by the City Legal Officer, Attorney Genaro Jose Emeterio S. Moreno Jr., Section 455B14 of Republic Act Number 7160, otherwise known as the Local Government Code of 1991, provides that the city mayor may represent the city in all its business transactions and sign in its behalf all bonds, contracts, and obligations, and such other documents upon authority of the Sangguniang Panglungsod or pursuant to law or ordinance. Now therefore be it resolved, as it is hereby resolved, the City Council authorizes the City Government of Manila, represented by the City Mayor Honorable Francisco Isko Moreno Domagoso, to enter into and to sign a memorandum of agreement advantageous to the city with the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, Environmental Management Bureau, National Capital Region, or EMB-NCR, for the establishment of an air quality monitoring station at the Mehan Garden.
May I request the Honorable Chair to recognize this humble representation as principal author of this resolution.
Please continue.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Madam Chairman, actually, this is just a simple authority to the Mayor to enter into a memorandum of agreement. Your Honor, the national government, the DENR, proposed to install a air quality system at the Mehan Garden. But before they can do that, the city government of Manila, the city council should first authorize the mayor to enter into an agreement. The content of the memorandum of agreement, Your Honor, medyo madali lang naman po to. Ang magiging on the part of the City of Manila, ang magiging responsibility lang po natin dito actually is to provide space at the Mehan Garden kung saan po i-install po yung ambient air quality monitoring station. Number 2, i-allow lang natin yung DENR to install and construct and all its accessory para po ma-operate po nila free of charge for the duration of the project. And number 3, para tayo po ang magme-maintain ng security doon po sa station. At number 4, i-allow po natin yung DENR to enter into the said vicinity para po ma-conduct po nila yung kanilang trabaho. Ito naman pong monitoring station naman po to, ito po ay requirement po sa Clean Air Act na trabaho naman po talaga ng DENR. Kaya lang po nakita po nila dito po sa Mehan Garden ang pinaka-suitable area para maisagawa po nila itong pagmo-monitor sa NCR. At ito pong memorandum of agreement sa pagkakaalam ko po ay between the City of Manila and DENR will last for 5 years. So yun lang po, Madam Chairman. With that, Your Honor, I move that we open the period of discussion and debate.
There's a motion to open the period of discussion and debate. Is there any objection? I see none. Motion is carried. Siguro po, kung napapansin nyo or kung nagbabasa po kayo nung kayo po ay may Facebook, nung kapanahunan po ng ashfall, isa po ang Maynila sa wala pong datos tungkol po sa air quality po nung panahon na yon. Ako mismo naghahanap po kung bakit yung ibang mga syudad meron po silang gauge kung meron po tayong ashfall po sa atin. Wala po dahil po kasi wala po tayo nito. So siguro isa na po yun sa mga dahilan. Sino ba unang tumayo? Councilor Ricky Boy, isip.
Maraming salamat po, Madam Presiding Officer. Maraming salamat, Consel Uno Lim. Ma'am, una sa lahat, ako po ay hindi tumututol po. Bagkos kailangan po na magkaroon din tayo. Ang worry ko lang po, kasi sa Mehan Garden, maraming puno. So, ibig sabihin, kung nandun po yung monitoring area, pwedeng makompromise po yung data kung yung gaano kalinis yung hangin sapagkat fresh air po ang lalabas dun kung marami yung puno. Unlike kung ilalagay natin somewhere na talagang open space na road area na maraming sasakyan na dumadaan, siguro po mas feasible or meaning mas madaling mamamonitor yung tunay na katatayuan nung hangin sa syudad ng Maynila compared kung malapit po siya dun sa maraming halaman. Your Honor, yun lamang pong aking concern.
Councilor Joshua?
Ang pagkakalam ko po yung DENR po mismo yung pumili ng area. In fact, tingin po nila yung Mehan Garden po ang pinaka-suitable site for general roadside ambient air quality monitor. Yun po yung sila po talaga, tayo naman po, pinagbibigyan lang po natin sila sa kanila pong kahilingan.
Oo, I think sila po yung nakakaalam.
At sila po yung talagang expert po pagdating po dito.
Di ba sa Quezon City, nakalagay naman yan sa kanilang ecological garden naman nila nakalagay yan Doon sa area na yun I think, alam po ng DENR kung saan po dapat ilagay. Councilor Unolim?
Your Honor, gusto ko lamang usanang magbigay ng konting information with regards to air quality monitoring. Yung air quality index po kasi ay nami-measure yun ng 0 to 500 air quality index. So, ang Mehan Garden po kasi sa ibang city ho, meron ho sila ini-install sa mga building din po mismo. Ito ay napakagandang simula para sa atin ng syudad. At sana ho may dagdag din ho ng DNR dun po sa air quality monitor nila, yung mga portable gas detector, yung mga gas leak detector, saka emission monitoring, saka dust monitor. Ito yung mga vital na mga kailangan din ho sa mga air quality monitor. Kasi usually ho, yung mga air po natin, hindi natin napapansin, may mga sulfur, may carbon monoxide. At ito hindi ho natin napapansin na ito yung minsan na lalanghap. So sana ho, yun din ho yung ating ma-request sa DNR sa pag-install ho ng air quality monitor.
Sige po. With that,
With that, Your Honor, I move that we close the period of discussion and debate.
there's a motion to close the period of discussion and debate. Is there any objection? I see none. Motion is carried.
Your Honor, I move that we dispense with the period of amendment.
There's a motion to dispense with the period of amendments. Is there any objection? I see none. Motion is carried.
Your Honor, I move that we approve the resolution authorizing the City Government of Manila, represented by the City Mayor Honorable Francisco Isko Moreno Domagoso, to enter into and to sign a memorandum of agreement advantageous to the city with the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, Environmental Management Bureau, National Capital Region EMB-NCR for the establishment of an air quality monitoring station at the Mehan Garden.
There's a motion presented by the Majority Floor Leader to approve a resolution authorizing the City Government of Manila, represented by the City Mayor Honorable Francisco Isko Moreno Domagoso, to enter into and to sign a memorandum of agreement advantageous to the city with the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, Environmental Management Bureau, National Capital Region EMB-NCR for the establishment of an air quality monitoring station at the Mehan Garden. Is there any second to the motion? Seconded by Councilor Fajardo Junicio, Alfonso Muson Ong, Daniel Dave Tan, Lim numero 1, Lacson, Benaventura, Kimpo, Nieto, Rodriguez, Bogoso, Pascual, Alibarbar, Villanueva, Luisito Chua, Reyes, Ortega, Isi Borromeo, Lacuna, Salvador Philip, Uy, Castañeda, and Veloso. Is there any objection? I see none. Said resolution is now approved.
Your Honor, we will now proceed to item number 11 for second reading, unfinished business, other matters. Your Honor, considering that the principal author is not around, I move to defer item number 11.
There's a motion to defer action on item number 11. Is there any objection? I see none. Motion is carried.
We will now proceed to unassigned business, Your Honor. I move that we suspend the rules.
There's a motion to suspend the rules. Is there any objection? I see none. Motion is carried. Rules are now suspended.
Your Honor, we have here a resolution establishing a sisterhood relationship between the City of Manila and the Municipality of Carmen, Province of Surigao del Sur. Your Honor, I move that we refer the said resolution to the Committee on Tourism.
There's a motion to refer said item to the Committee on Tourism. Is there any objection? I see that motion is carried.
We have here, Your Honor, a letter from Mr. Charlie Dungo of OIC and Protocol Officer, Office of the Mayor, Manila, relative to his request for a draft of an Anti-Discrimination Act in time for the upcoming event entitled Manila Summer Pride in April 2020, involving lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community for inclusion in the agenda. Your Honor, I move that we refer the said letter to the Committee on Laws.
There's a motion to refer said item to the Committee on Laws. Is there any objection? I see none. Motion is carried.
Your Honor, another request, Your Honor, letter of Daisy Sotelo, President and CEO of PortNet Logistics Inc., requesting for the enactment of a resolution granting IT zoning exemption and/or special use permit. Your Honor, I move that we refer the said letter to the House Committee on Housing, Land, Urban Planning, Development, and Resettlement.
Meron na tayo na. Item number 3. Nakalagay sa item number 3. Eh?
Ay, ba't nandito sa akin?
That is already included in first reading.
Okay, Your Honor, I withdraw my previous motion, Your Honor. Your Honor, considering that on the 27th, we will be having an election at the PCL, Philippine Councilors League, Your
It's
Honor.
their national convention.
Opo. And yung po yatang event will be in conflict with the time dito po sa ating session, Your Honor. I move that we recess until Monday, March,
2.
ano ba to? 2? March 2.
So resumption is March 2.
Yes, Your Honor. I will not lift the suspension of the rules, Your Honor, and instead I will move for the recess, for the resumption of the session until March 2, Your Honor.
There's a motion to go on recess with the resumption on March 2. Recess is declared by the chair.